All right, so if you want to know if the real estate market is going to crash in 2022, then this video is absolutely for you. And we're going to be talking about real estate crashes all week long. So make sure you subscribe and stay tuned. Now, we don't have a crystal ball, but I'd like to give you the best answers with data and facts that I can find in order to give you the best possible information so you can use that in your real estate strategy for 2022 and maybe even the beginning of 2023. So, who am I? My name is Davin Sundvick with the House Hacker Tribe, and I give real estate strategy and real estate advice to investors so they can become more profitable. So, without any further ado, let's get right into the video. So, do I believe that the real estate market is going to crash in 2022? We're going to see how well this opinion ages out, but my personal opinion is I do not foresee a crash in 2022. At maximum, I see maybe a slight correction, but nothing else other than that. And the reasoning for it, I want to be very clear, is mainly because of interest rates. Now, I do think that there are some factors that we need to be looking out for. I'm not going to just say that I'm going to be totally blind to those factors, and we will talk about those factors that could cause a real estate correction. But historically, interest rates have been a lot higher than they are today. When I first started my real estate career in 2018, interest rates were at 6, almost 7%. And people were still buying houses and prices were still appreciating. And people were getting great returns on their real estate back in 2016, 2017, 2018. So it hasn't been something that I haven't seen in the past. It's been something that has happened in the past where, real estate mortgage rates have been down in the low 4s, and then they've risen again into the 5s and 6s, and we've still seen appreciation in the marketplace. So I do think we're going to see some appreciation. Compared to the last 30 years, we're below average. So the average real estate interest rate for mortgages in the past 30 years is around 7%. And so until we hit that 7% mark, I'm going to say that we're going to be in for some more real estate appreciation, but it's going to slow down. And that is the good news for some home buyers. I do think that it's going to slow down. I don't think we're going to see 20%, 10% inflation anymore. I think it might come down to maybe like 5%, 6% inflation by the end of the year. So if you're looking to buy a home and you want to save on your down payment, you can save about 6% on your down payment by buying closer to the beginning of this year or currently maybe right now, instead of maybe waiting until the middle of 2023. On the other side of things, I do want to admit that there are some factors going the other direction, but some of these factors I do believe are pretty minimal. For example, one of the factors is inventory. Now, I do think that our low inventory is going to end in a couple of months. I think we're going to see a little bit more inventory in the market. But because inventory is so low and so scarce, I mean, we could essentially double our inventory right now and it still not be a buyer's market. So because of that fact, I don't think an increase in inventory is going to cause a buyer's market where all of a sudden we're going to see, really, really low real estate prices and sellers competing for the lowest, dollar just to kind of get an offer in. I don't think that's going to happen. Now, there are some factors that I do want to look out for. We are starting to see some loan companies lower their credit score requirements and lower some of the other lending requirements that we have typically seen in the past. Now, in 2007, 2006, 2005, 2004, we saw this on a much bigger scale than what we're seeing now. So currently what I'm seeing isn't really anything to be nervous about immediately, but it is something to keep an eye out for. If these programs get looser and looser and looser, it is something that I'm going to be concerned about when all of a sudden we see people that can obviously not afford a home start to be able to get into homes. And that's just not happening right now. Right now, lending requirements are very strict, and people who can't afford homes do not buy them. They have to end up renting. So that is my report on the market. Now, if you want to know more about what to do regarding a real estate crash, we are actually going to be talking about great real estate strategies and great real estate preparedness strategies so you can prepare for a real estate crash for when it does happen. Because even though I do believe that the real estate market is going to continue to appreciate, it does not mean that you should not be prepared to take an opportunity if the real estate market were to crash. And so there are good ways to prepare for a crash, and there are ineffective ways to prepare for a crash. And we will cover that in the next video. So make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment so we can have some feedback. Thank you for watching and have a great day.